All right, we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to another brand new 1% live trading stream. As you guys know, we run these every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:30 in the morning. We have our review streams and our sentiment streams on Mondays and Fridays as well. So the first thing that we do every single time, and this will be recorded and posted to YouTube following, is just going to be doing our top-down analysis, starting from our higher time frames to our lower time frames, right? So obviously we know US 30 Dow Jones has created this large move to the upside that we can see right here. I think my trading view just froze. Oh no, we're good. Okay. But we had a continued push to the upside, continued higher lows that are being created as well, telling us that we're just going to continue to the upside. So the easiest thing for you guys to do in any one of these markets, whenever you're looking at situations of you being in an all-time high or a higher time frame scenario, always take a look here at your most recent structure. So the easiest thing to do, right, is just mark your next higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So if we're looking for a continuation to the upside, we want to see price hold that previous higher low, that previous area of demand, and then make that continuation into the next high. I do talk about the disapproval theory a lot as well. We can go over that in just a second. But the easiest thing to continue to do when you are looking at these charts and trying to take these in all-time highs is just follow the structure that is already there. It's already bullish. It's already showing that it wants to continue into this next high. So that's what we're going to look for. We'll look for that push into that high, right? So that's what we'll look for this week. It is Tuesday still, so we'll look for an accumulation. Monday did look to create a push to the upside, a small push to the upside right here. So definitely looking for some type of continuation from that as well. But as far as the disapproval theory goes, like I was talking about before, if you're constantly following those higher highs and higher lows, when are you going to short, right? When are you going to look for that move to the downside? The easiest thing you can do every single time is just wait for that to be disproved. So that's where that disapproval theory comes in. So if price is moving to the upside, comes down, we're looking for it to hold this higher low, and instead it breaks with force, right? It creates that new low. Now we have that available supply to tell us that it wants to move back into previous imbalances that cause new highs. So it keeps it very, very simple. It keeps you on the same type of route as far as being on the continuation side of the market, which is 80% of the market. Remember, reversals are only going to be 20%. So always assume continuation until disproven. But with that said, as far as US 30 goes, man, we're looking for a continuation to the upside this week. Now, I still need to get all my accounts and everything in check and in order. I need to get organized as far as that goes. So for today and tomorrow, I'm just going to be paper trading as I will be busy. But coming into Thursday and Friday, we will be taking trades with Top Step as well as on personals as well. I did open up a personal account, so we will be trading with that 10K account, and we'll see where it goes from there. But man, 9:30 gave us a great, great push to the upside. We can see a beautiful push to the upside following that push into that previous demand. There's our mitigation, which is our first tap. There's our liquidation, and now we have a break of structure with force. Now, as far as where I would want to look for price to go today, just continuation to the upside, like I said before. I don't see any imbalances here to the left, so I think we tread into this high right here. We got some equal highs right here as well. So very, very clean for some continuation to the upside. I'm going to go ahead and start this little or open this little paper account real quick and so we can take a trade here. Looking for longs, man, looking for that long very, very soon. You could probably catch it exactly where we are at right now. But just continuation to the upside, easy, easy continuation into that full high right there. If it doesn't give it and it wants to make that move to the downside, that is perfectly fine as well. But as we know, Tuesdays are continuation days. So we look for a reaccumulation or a redistribution. In this case, it could be a reaccumulation as Monday did make a push to the upside as well. Monday has been a little bit choppy, but it's still showing that bullish nature to the upside. So definitely looking for something like this around a 40 pip stop loss. Just continuation. It's the highs, man. Or even these highs right here. What is that already? Yeah, that's already 114 at that high. So something like this. Let me go ahead and open that up real quick. Give me 1 second, boys. I'll just do paper for now. I still need to get everything in check. Log in, check all my stuff. It's been a while, but getting back into it here. So we'll do it with 50. Oh, this is on lot sizes. So 20 is going to be 2 contracts on futures. So we'll just look for one. So we'll do 10 and then look for this move here. And it could be a redistribution as well, just due to the fact that Monday's kind of choppy, man. We said it made that push to the upside, which it did. It's still showing that. No trades were taken yet. Nothing has been called out, by the way. Still just giving that idea. So we're waiting for some type of continuation, a show of a higher low into a higher high, for us to take this trade. But nothing so far, nothing so far. I kind of want to see what it does at this area, man, watching it right here. I just want to see, like I said, for that higher low, if it creates that and decides to push up, entry right here, catch continuation, or if it wants to be the opposite and instead breaks through that, shows that it's a redistribution instead. If TradingView doesn't want to lag on me, there it goes. And then we get a push to the downside, continuing into that low, possibly through that demand as well. But like I said before, boys, much more assumption on continuation, then it will be reversal always. So you want to prove that reversal before you find or before you look for it every single time. We're just kind of watching and waiting now, man. US 30 has been a little slow coming into September, but at the end of September here, we should start to see more volume as well. If you've noticed online, a lot of traders, right, as well, are starting now to come back into the market. Your pro traders are starting to come back into the market as well. That will also show you guys times to trade and times not to trade, times that you can take breaks as well. So whenever you see me taking a break or you see me not on the markets as much, definitely study the markets at those times and say, okay, why, right? Go back, take a look, say, okay, it's very low liquidity, low volume, right? Maybe more risk that was unnecessary. And those are all reasons for you to keep your discipline to your system, right? Because at the end of the day, what can we control? Our risk management, right? So if we can't control how much we make, but we can control how much we lose, let's only focus on that. That will keep us in track, keep us going, and keep us good. So I love it, man. Let's just see what chart gives us here. Hopefully we get some volume today, and we'll see what she gives. Let me get these out of the way so you guys can see these candles. We are very, very excited to be back, boys. We're going to get all the activity and everybody back in these streams here soon. Just got to get consistent again, boys. It's been a while for myself personally, but I'm glad that you guys were patient. I'm glad that you guys stuck with me. We're just going to keep continuing to go as far as this goes, boys. No stopping, pedal to the metal. You guys are about to see a whole different flow, man. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. We got the personal coming. We got crypto on the way as well. Crypto's looking beautiful, man. Can y'all not hear me? One second here, man. I don't know why it does this when it's on Bluetooth. Dude, why does it have to pull that, bro? Okay. All right, let's connect to this for audio real quick. And then let's do it this way. Let me speak. Or wait, here, like this. Speak on stage. Okay, hello? Hello, 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 hello. Is it working? Is it working now? Can y'all hear me? Yay, nay? Let's see. Voice settings. Input mode. Man. Alright, let's just take these off, bro. These Bluetooth headphones that are screwing with it, man. Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello, hello.
Should be
Should
good
be
now.
good.
Your
Your
faint
faint
echo.
echo.
Turn this down. Okay, that should be good now. Perfect. Y'all can hear me? Man, dude, for 10 minutes straight, I was just sitting there giving you all this info, man. That's crazy, dude. Oh my goodness. But I do have the recording as well, so you guys will be able to hear all that information in the beginning once I post it after this. So no worries as far as that goes. Slightly annoying. But what we are looking for today is a possible redistribution or a reaccumulation. Now, as far as what we are looking at currently, this is looking like a redistribution due to the fact that this is a high that had caused a previous low. We came up, took out those previous highs. Here's our institutional candle. You can see that wick as well, all that liquidity. We took all of that out, and now we're making that push to the downside as well. We showed that disapproval and that approval theory. This is what I was doing when I was drawing everything out here. Man, that's not either. Hold on, man. We got some issues right now. Technical difficulties, boys. I apologize. All right. Yay. Good. For real, man. I've been streaming. Oh man, it's jokes, dude. That's crazy. Okay, but anyway, looking for that redistribution as we did tap this imbalance candle right here, that previous institutional candle that caused a new low on lower time frames, mind you. So we're just looking at kind of this range currently. We did come up, take out a bunch of highs. You guys can see all these equal highs that were created right here, and now we are starting to break to the downside. So as far as targets go, man, I like this imbalance down here. I will definitely take a short as far as what I was talking about, boys. I was talking about me just trading paper for today and tomorrow. And then Thursday and Friday, I will be trading with a personal account as well as with these funded accounts. Still need to get back into this. Just been a little shaky, but I'm forcing myself to get back on schedule for this. So we should be good to go. But man, looking at some shorts here, this is a very, very nice setup starting to come up right here. Even market entries here, stops over this high or stops over this high would be very, very clean. But I do like this high as a supply candle and then continuation lower into those lows. Kind of want to see what this M1 does first, and then we'll take entries here. But again, just paper for me today and tomorrow. For myself personally, until I get everything situated, get logged into everything, and get my new account details, and then we'll be good to go. But I kind of, again, want to watch to see what it does at this low. It could just liquidate those, decide to break structure to the upside due to the fact, again, that it is bullish on the daily time frame and on the higher time frame. So I don't want to sit here and call short just yet, but we are playing the lower time frames. That's what it's showing us. So we may end up taking this here in a second. Trading views being real laggy today, too. Not fun. I like this setup, man. I like the setup. Let's go ahead and take market entries here. I think I'm going to go ahead and underneath this high right here, or right over this high, around a 45 tick stop loss. So at 10, that's going to be around 250, which will be 1R. That will be perfect. Let's go ahead and call these out as well. Give me 1 second. We'll get this stuff going here, boys. But yeah, we are in shorts. Target is going to be that imbalance at the lows there. Would you risk on a 100K funded? I just passed 100K yesterday. First off, congratulations. Good work, my friend. And I'm wondering how you would risk on it. So this is 100% up to you as far as how you treat fundeds, man. Myself personally, I like to trade personals more than I do funded. So with fundeds, I'm usually a little bit more aggressive. But if you want something that's consistent with your fundeds, man, stick to like 0.25 to 5%. That's more than enough on a 100K account, brother. More than enough. And then you'll just continue to scale from there. Hold on, let me call the Dow short. That thing is already running. Is M5 imbalance? Because this one's US 30, it's going to be different from the futures ones. I think the futures one's delayed on here too. I want to say around that 45, 600 mark. Okay, okay, okay. No lagging, please. Still good as far as this goes, boys. Not worried really about this position due to the fact that we can still make that continuation to the downside. Usually price is going to show those lows kind of being messed with a little bit, and then take out some highs, touch into supply, which is that box that I have drawn, and then start to make its move to the downside for there. So we'll go ahead and watch and see for that. We want to see some wicks followed by a large black candle to the downside right here. But if not, and it does decide to break through, that's completely fine as well. We'll take our 1R and we will move on to the next. But yeah, man, as far as the 100K goes, I like 0.25 to 5%, brother. That's going to give you at least 30 trades in a row to where you'd have to blow the account. At least 20 to 30. At 0.25, I think it's 20. This is top step, correct? Let's get rid of this. Oh, hold on, boys. Let's make it a little cleaner. 5. Clean. Send this through. That's up to you, but I would tell you, Sim, are you at a point to where you feel you're fully consistent, or are you just trying to make some money, or are you trying to gain your consistency? What really is your goal here, really? Because that can answer the question for sure. Because I see it as a golden opportunity, my friend, to start. Right? It's only $1, 149 for the activation fee for $100,000 account. Why not risk as little as possible and stack as much as possible with it? That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Use those profits to go into another accounts and continue to press on from there. Open more opportunities with just that one. Even though I said I am a little bit more aggressive, I just see that as a good opportunity for you personally. Graduates that I just joined, what's the idea behind this trade? I'll do a little explanation real quick. So as far as Tuesdays go, man, we usually look for redistributions or reaccumulations, which is going to be your continuation day. In this case, we're looking for a redistribution due to the fact that Monday did create this high and then this lower low, and then we did not take out that high. Instead, we just liquidated all those highs. Again, broke structure to the downside right here. So we're kind of showing that show of hand for us to make that move to the downside. Again, it could reaccumulate here, instead take out these lows and decide to break structure to the upside here. That's also very, very possible, and it looks like it could be doing that now. But that's just our sentiment as far as this goes. It could even come up into this. This is our candle before candle technically on supply, but I'm just want to watch and see what it gives here. So to make a small push up, it could still easily just react to this supply that we have right here on M1 and then make that push down. But still watching and waiting, it might stop us out here. Then we'll be on to the next. But yep, with that said and with that break of structure to the downside, just looking for a continuation into that imbalance. Yes, this is counter trend to the higher time frame trend though. And we did just get stopped out. So we'll take that stop. We'll look for the next trade. I'm going to take one more today and then that will be all. And again, this was recorded, will be posted after. So if you guys want to go see the explanations as far as the start goes, please feel free to do that as well. Well, we're getting back into the markets, man. This is how it feels. We love it. We love it. FOMC is tomorrow. Fun. No, not really. Just due to the fact I'm looking for a day trade today. Nothing too crazy. I'm not looking for a full swing or a full move. Just imbalance to imbalance. About an hour or two trade max. It will be a little bit more choppy though. And it looks like it ran our stops and now it's going to make the move. If it goes back under, I'm back in. We're going to put our stops right at that high. We're going to leave it and then we will be done. I will not take another trade following that. But still the same thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and market sell it again, boys. That's kind of rough that it just took it out at that tip right there. But hey, what can you do? Same trade. That was a nice little M1 push to the downside right there. We love to see that, boys. It's practically the same exact stop loss as well. Trading view can stop lagging on me. I can post this. All right, here we go. Love it, love it, love it. Looks good, man. Looks great for continuation, especially after that M1 break of structure to the downside. That was a beautiful candle. Yeah, and now we got that VOS too, so it should just be easy continuation from here, man. May even add here if we get another break of structure. And then we'll move our stops down because it should not come up now following that. Yep. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It's always that second one at the top, man. That's that ICT right there. But in my situation, right, this was just a creation of supply. So your Wyckoff accumulation to distribution, exactly what we just saw right here on a higher time frame scale. This to this is exactly what we're doing on the lower time frames, boys. Beautiful move as well. Beautiful move as well. May end up stacking here, boys. I like this. I like this a lot. This would be our new supply now that we've broken structure to the downside. Here's your break of structure. Candle before candle lies right here. So I think a 5-unit add stops underneath still would be fine. It'll leave us at 500, around 800 loss. That'd be a little bit too much for me personally, though. Quarter block on M5, he says. Yeah, clean. Yeah, clean. I don't see it going over that, man. That's what I want to add personally. I think we just continue here. Want to see if it comes back into this M1. We'll do 5, and then I'll leave it at that stop. It might not even though. I might just keep going from here. Yeah, I'm gonna add. All right, we're at 5. That's gonna affect my R by 1 R, but that's fine. Still going for around a 2.5 here. Don't want to see it over this, boys. We would just want to see pure continuation from this point on. And we've got it now. We're just sitting in imbalances, so should just be easy falling from here. Not much to the downside. Here's your imbalance. We're going to look for that continuation into this imbalance right here. And if it doesn't give us that, we might just take this one as well, a little 1.5R and be done with that. It would be more than that. It would be double that due to the fact that I risked a little bit more on this one. Let me tell you this, Sim. Do you find yourself holding on to trades until you get stopped out, like losing trades? Because if you find yourself doing that with losing trades, right? You just apply that same exact mentality, man. We don't want to lose, right? As humans, we don't want to lose. We obviously want to win, so that a lot of the times allows us to sit here and hold for those, right? And hold for those biases when we shouldn't be, right? But what that mentality applies is the same exact thing to your winning. So if you're going to be like that with your losing, man, do it with your winning as well, and you'll find those same exact results. It's not even confidence, it's just patience. You did the work, you put everything out there, everything is shown. There's no reason for it to make a move. If it does, then great. That's why you have your stop loss, right? Make it practical, make it black and white, make it simple in that factor. Once you make that small in your head and in your brain, then that's when it really changes. Make it minuscule. Because then there's no fear, there's no greed, there's no doubt. Always so early on winners. I can never hit TP front run on my TP. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. And does it always end up hitting TP after, or most of the time? I would assume yes, because I did struggle with this for a while too. Yep. Yep. So do that, man. Do that next time. Just tell yourself, right? Why not? Why not? And that's why we have our break even stop losses. You can set it even 1 hour in profit, right? If you're still looking to gain something off of that, right? Set it just in a little bit of profits, and that'll help you learn the market more as far as your knowledge, man, and your confidence in yourself to hold for specific positions, because you'll know when that's gonna go. Yeah, I should see a smooth move today. Hopefully, we don't just chop here, man. We've already had made that move into that H1 right here, so should be some pure continuation here. Only thing is this area of demand, but at the same time, we haven't even tapped into it, man. It's just all imbalances right now, so nice little move down. Hopefully, we get some continuation today. But again, with FOMC being tomorrow, could just chop us today. If it does, great. We'll take the loss, move on to the next. Been having B pivots. If it hits that B pivot, I trim something and stops B. I love that. I love that. See, that's a lot better management, and that will allow you to hold for that too. So don't look at the numbers, man. Don't look at the percentages that you're making. Just look at stop loss and take profit. Watch the market only. Screw the numbers; they will come. They're a result of you doing that same thing over and over again every single day, and you holding for those TPs. Because in reality, right, if you're setting your take profits, let's say at 2R every time, but you're taking it at 1R, you're ruining 50% of your chance every single time. Every single time you take a trade, which forces you to take more trades. Now you have to take twice as many trades to hit those goals that you are looking for, if that makes sense. So instead, stay confident in those positions, man. Take the 2R, be on to the next. Take the 2R, take the break even, be on to the next, right? Make it simple. Make it simple. And I know it's a lot easier to hear that than it is to apply it, but once you make it, I would say, like, shrink that in your mind, make it minuscule, man. Make that fear minuscule. Just say, you know what? Let's try it this time. Let's just try to hold it to TP. See what happens, right? And you'll find 90% of the time that it will hit that. And then your confidence comes, and now you're just holding till TP every time, right? But it is good to see everybody in here today, man. We are consistent now, boys. We are finally back, so we'll just keep this going. We're gonna be streaming pretty much every single day here. Got a lot of activity to get back into the server, a lot of events to run. I got some merch to drop for you boys. We got a lot of stuff going on, so very, very excited for that. Let's see how this goes, and we will continue to push 1%, man. I love the way we have our outlook and our outreach as far as what we represent, right? And I want to keep that, and I eventually think that that's just going to blow up due to the fact that this is real trading, right? That's all we care about here is just real trading. I'm not here to show cars. I'm not here to show houses. That's not going to help you at the end of the day. What is me sitting here taking losses and wins in your face. That's it. Because you're watching, you're learning, you're understanding what we do every single day on a repetitive basis, like a job. People want it to be trade or to be paid like a job, but they won't show up every day at the same time. They want to get paid like a job, but they won't stay for the full time or they won't do all their due diligence. They just show up, they go through the motions, they press the button, and then they leave, right? What do we do at the job? We show up, we press the button, we set out everything, we put it in our journal, and then we leave, right? And then we get done with it. That's the boring stuff. But you'll learn that just that constant repetition of you going in there and doing that, what that's going to do is force your brain into doing that automatically. Secondhand nature. And that's the whole point of us coming and doing this every single day. It's because now we just look at the chart, we see it as secondhand nature, we take the trade, and then we're leaving it. Same thing over and over every single day. Yeah, hopefully don't get chopped here, man. I want to see what we do at these lows if we get some continuation here. We should now with this M1. Let's see it underneath this low, and then we should just get a big candle here in just a second. There she blows. There's that big candle we were looking for, boys. I kind of want to watch, again, that same exact spot. I want to take out at least one R here. But if we can get this 2, that would be fantastic. I do see that in discount as well of that entire move. And we may even get these full lows, boys. That would be beautiful. But again, that's more of a disapproval theory type of situation. With all this imbalance to the left, though, man, we could see a move, but expecting more of that to happen into FOMC. I think we just come into this demand zone here today, and then following that, FOMC is going to push us through tomorrow. But beautiful M1 move, man. I love to see this so far, boys. I think I'm going to move my stops down to this high as well. Like that, a little 6. And then if we get down a little bit more here, take around 1,000 first one, that would be 1R, or technically 2R. If we took it at 1,000 profit. But I do want to hold for this CP here. Again, don't really see anything to the left here. We have a huge imbalance right here as well. Then just a bunch of wicks below. Yeah, probably right to this, but it should, based on the way it's looking right now, man, this just looks like a pure distribution. Should just continue down and slide through all these lows. Here we go, boys. Here's that candle. Looking beautiful, looking beautiful. How would the PA differ on US30 from NQ or MYN? MYN and US30 is the same. They're both Dow. One's just a Forex with lots, and one's futures contracts. And then they pretty much move in tandem, man. They both move in tandem. I can show you like SMT as well here in just a second. Just want to see if we run into this TP and kind of how that works in correlation to each other. But you always see them pretty much on a technical side. I see less lick runs. I see less manipulation personally on US30, and I just see more it holding strong highs and lows. If that makes sense. Like if we look at NQ on a day like this, we would see NQ take out all these highs and then make that move. Yes, way cleaner, man. Way cleaner. That's why I stuck with that. I did try to trade NQ for a bit. I tried to trade ES too, but I just saw Dow as the mother. It moves a little bit faster than ES, has a lot more points as well. So we get about 500 points in a day with Dow, man. You only need 100 to make 10% on an account with the 1% risk. But I like this here, man. It's about 3R for me here. Should just continue. This M1 looks gorgeous, man. Watch it at this low right here, and then I think that's where I'll take. Make it a nice little 3R and be done. That'd be around 4. But yeah, a lot cleaner to me personally, man. Same exact thing with I would compare it to like Bitcoin and ETH. Bitcoin's very manipulative. ETH will usually hold those higher lows and lower highs. Yeah, yeah, much cleaner to me. All right, let's see what we do here. We don't want any lick runs. It should just come back up into this imbalance, continue down here. If we do get one more lower low, I might take. Because that'll give us like 2R on the day. Crypto plays. AVAX, brother. AVAX, brother. It looks stupid good right now, man. I'm about to long it here in a second. AVAX looks nuts here, dude. AVAX looks absolutely stupid. I'll show you guys in just 1 second. We're about to take this out here. Let's grab it here at this low right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice 3.71R. For myself personally, after moving that stop down, I think it's around a 1R. Yeah, 1R at that other high. Will continue, like I said, boys, but I'm just taking that for my personal profits. If you guys want to still hold to those lows, feel free to do so. Yeah, I have equity at 19 too, bro. I have equity at 19 too. I think we're at $30 right now. Let me call this out. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Beautiful work, brother. Drop that in certificates and P&L, my friend. Point 0.5 R. Stop. Clean. Beautiful work today, boys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Nice little 1R. I will take. I will take. I will take. I will take. That puts us back, man. At those slows at around a 4.2. I think we took it at 3.7 it was. Or 3.8. -1. 2.8 on the day. Beautiful work. -1 though. Next time, boys, we're just gonna look for that lick rate first. Or I mean, you could have even played like M3 or M5. You know, those imbalances right there, played it over this candle as well, but you would have had around the same stop loss, I believe. So I think we did fine with just playing the M1 as well. It will definitely continue today as well. It's only 10 o'clock, so very, very early. Another M1 area of supply just created as well. We could see a full move into these lows, man. The way it's looking right now, boys, the way it's looking right now, and you'll always see something similar to this where you have a push up, very, very healthy, right? We're manipulating lows, we're leaving highs, still creating new higher highs and higher lows. And then you have a push like this, where price comes down and then it just pushes up with a bunch of imbalance. You see a lower high, a lower low, and then it creates that supply and then moves all the way back down through those lows. That's going to be your distribution setup. If you're into ICT, I think that's a power of three where it's 1, 2, 3. But what it does is it just creates that sell side liquidity from people longing over and over again, trying to take it into new highs, especially here, right, with all time highs. Um, Generates that liquidity. And then once you get your creation of supply, your redistribution, you can look for price to move into all of these lows here. I mean, I could even see like on a daily chart here. Yeah, at least these lows, I would say. Lick these lows. These are previous institutional candle right here. So if we're going to make that push down, it'll come through these, take out these daily lows, come into that institutional candle, which we can see right here. And then we'll look for some possible upside. If it does not hold that, then we'll look for a continuation into this low and so on. So it keeps it simple. It keeps it easy to stay with that as well. A beautiful move on the day, boys. Beautiful move on the day. Like I said, today was just paper, so you guys know for full transparency. Today and tomorrow is just going to be paper for myself personally, and then I'm going to start with a personal account as well as a couple funded accounts coming into Thursday and Friday. Just didn't have the time this morning to log into everything and get it all situated myself. And then I will be very, very busy tomorrow, but we'll still be able to run stream. Is NQ on the left? That's disgusting. It is on the left. That's gross, dude. See what I mean? See what I mean? Yeah, graduate, take a look at those charts, man. Sim just posted them in chat. That's exactly what I mean, brother. It's the cleanliness. Now actually shows that institutional liquidity. NQ was clean as well with a nice little candle before candles, but it's a lot harder to call that on M1 when it's just making those wicks and continuing down like that. Versus a double breaker structure with imbalance that you guys can see on Dow. I agree. I agree. Let me show y'all AVAX real quick, man. AVAX looks stupid. AVAX looks nutty, boys. We've already broken out of our range here. So on the daily and the weekly, we're just sitting in a bullish range. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. This looks stupid. To the upside. To the upside. You could literally hold stops underneath this daily low if you wanted. Wait for those daily lows to be swept and then take the trade, or you could take it right now and just hold for a little swing. But I'm gonna look for a lower time frame trade. So be on the lookout for that, boys. I want to catch it on leverage. I've been in since equity around $19, so I'm still holding as far as that goes.
Oh yeah. No, I think we're past that, dude. Look, our weekly, dude, it's upside from here. There's no supply, no anything that's broken to the downside besides this one monthly candle right here, but it has a lot of wicks, hasn't filled anything, so I think we have that continuation up here, man. And it still held its opening price. This is the one big thing that I've talked to a lot of my traders about as well, um, with crypto specifically. Any chart that you guys are trading, I want you guys to only trade charts with coins that are above their opening range. So if they're below the opening range, if they're just sitting in lows and just pumping, it's just exit liquidity at that point. So a lot of coins that are like that now because they're dead, but that's why I like to stick to the top 10. So AVAX, ETH, like Polkadot's very nice as well. I think CRV still trades good. Few of those coins like that. But personally, right now, man, I'm looking at AVAX as my next Luna. It's gonna be my altcoin that I'm just always trading. 200 EMA took 45 to 55 days for a breakout. Oh, we're at 57, and we did break out on the daily and the weekly, man. I think this weekly like gives us a little red candle, a little undecided candle, and then next week it's just moon. Lunar cycles are in play too as well, boys. Keep seeing the number 13 for a reason, I'll tell you that. But beautiful work today, boys, man. I love to see the work. I love to see the work. But AVAX is one of them that I'm looking at. We can go through a few other ones as well. Some top tens. Obviously, Algo. I'm in Algo still. This one's a beautiful, beautiful chart, boys. Hopefully, we can get out of this range on this monthly chart. We do have a monthly break of structure to the upside. I want to see a higher high in continuation here. Algo is one that's very, very good for utility as well. I use it all the time to send. It's practically instant and no fees whatsoever. I do have equity, yes. I've been in since 12 cents. All goes fire, dude. All goes fire. This is one that I really like the utility for. Even though we are like kind of below that opening range, we still made a lot of moves back here. This is one too I do like. I want to keep on the lookout for this because if we can get this monthly push over, we'll see that continuation. But again, first, boys, all of this is speculation. We really just need trust in the crypto market, man. We need some liquidity back into crypto. Everybody's in Bitcoin and ETH right now, but we need that liquidity back into alts. And it will come soon, man. This rotation is coming soon. We're going to see those 10%, those 20% days soon. Even if it means them making new coins and making practically a whole new market, so be it, man. See how we're doing on this side over here. If it's Chop City and our TP was good, or if we're continuing down. A little bit of chop, a little bit of chop. Coming into that M5 imbalance currently. After taking out that high, we should see some continuation from here. Either way, beautiful, beautiful work today, boys. Hope you guys got to see that kind of Wyckoff redistribution as well. We showed that on this, right? The higher time frame. So that accumulation took out the highs, manipulated the highs, broke structure to the downside, created supply. And then on the lower time frames, did the same exact thing. Yes, sir. You enjoy your day, Sam. I'll catch you later, brother. Beautiful work, man. I will see you tomorrow, brother. Alrighty. I said, got a nice little 2R because this was paper. I'm still gonna put this down in the journal for call out trades. So let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. We have a lot of trades before today. I think it was 3 or 4 trades before this. So let me get this Google Sheets up real quick. We'll put this up there for you guys. Put it in the journal, and then we will end it for today. FOMC tomorrow. Yeah, let's check news too. Hold on. Let's pull up news. Because graduate just helped me out with that. I haven't even checked this week, man. Forex Factory. Clean, clean, clean. It's GBP. Let's see. Filter red. Oh, this is what I do as well. Let me pull it over for you guys. Whenever you're looking at these, right, I like to go to the filter at the top right here. I like to press none, and then I like to press just the red ones, and then I'll press none for the currencies, and I'll do just USD. So if you're trading any type of USD dominated asset, always look for those USD ones. If you're trading a JPY, look for JPY, obviously, and so on. So you apply the filter, it's going to show us everything for just this week. So yeah, we do have FOMC and federal funds tomorrow, man. I don't think tomorrow's gonna be a trade day. We'll look in the morning. We might have something nice around that 9:30 to 10, but I think it would be a little bit too much. Thursday will be very, very clean. And Friday too. We have nothing on Friday. So might skip tomorrow with FOMC. Usually FOMC is never a trade day for me anyway. We'll be up here. We'll take a look at it, but I'm not gonna take any trades tomorrow, man. I can already tell. But coming into Thursday, we will be taking trades 9:30. Friday, same exact thing. So we'll substitute this Wednesday for Friday. But normally I only trade Tuesdays through Thursdays. So I want to put that up for you guys as well. I appreciate the reminder, brother. But yeah, day 57 on Algo, man. I definitely like this and AVAX. And look at that M1 push back up. That was a nice little reaccumulation. So beautiful TP. I will take that. I will take that. All right, let's put it down real quick. About 5 more minutes, then we will be done, boys. Nice little day today. Quick little 20, 30 minutes. All right, here we go. Let's see how far behind we are, boys. 25th. So I didn't check any trades last month. I think I took one or two. I'll go back and look at those. Let's do it right here. 1 second. Oh, and then we had those two trades before that as well as 4, 5. So this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 16 September. Trade was taken at 9:50. 16 September. And remember, boys, this is the boring stuff that nobody wants to do. But this right here, this journal that you guys are looking at, all the work that we are doing right now, this is what's going to actually show you everything about your system and show you what you need to work on and what you need to not work on, right? And what you need to press the gas on. If you're over trading, your journal will show you that, man. And that's the only way to know because you'll find yourself in the same position, the same loss position over and over. Oh, I think it's just doing the tab. Hold on 1 second. I got you, brother. Should be able to do the whole thing. All right, there it goes. Should be good now. Perfect, perfect. All right, so trade ended at around, I want to say 10:05. Nice little 10, 15 minute trade there. So we got 10:05. This was a short trade. And we'll do the one just before that as well for the loss. So 3.7 and then -1. 947 and 949. 47 to 949. Short trade, same exact thing here. But again, boys, this work that you guys see right now, this boring stuff, you just putting it in a spreadsheet is going to give you so much more information about how you trade than me sitting here and talking to you all day. 500 and then 110. Yeah, so 210. It was 3.7 on the stop, but technically with the R and R, so what is that, 1.2? So 2.1 or 2.07. We'll just do 2. So 1 hour on the day. 3.7 based on the chart, but 1 hour based on the actual profits. All right. So the first one we're looking for continued distribution into M1. Same exact thing here. Just say it got wicked. I don't know why it posted that. We'll just say we got wicked out. All right, clean. All right, perfect. Rules were followed on both of them as we waited for our time. And then we'll put both the pictures up here in just a second. Let's do this. I'm going to take a Yazo screenshot. And that will be that. That's going to bring up that. Now let's go ahead and copy and paste both of those into here with my link. Paste. And then paste. Perfect. Oh, I did two different ones here, but okay, perfect. The link is still there. Perfect, perfect. Beautiful day today, boys, man. I'll take the 1 hour on the day. I think it was like a 1.07. But on to the next, boys. We got FOMC tomorrow. Like I said, no trades for me personally tomorrow. We'll still be here tomorrow morning so we can schedule out things. I want to talk to you guys about a few plans as well, as far as the rest of the week and the rest of the month goes for the 1% Academy. But with that said, man, we are back, boys. We are consistent and we are going to continue this trend. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. Again, FOMC is tomorrow, so I will be taking no trades, but we will be on there to discuss some future plans with 1% at around 9:30. It'll be a quick little short stream, so definitely pop out for that. And then I will see you guys Thursday as well for live trading and Friday at 9:30 as well for live trading. If you guys have any questions at any time, please feel free to let me know. This was recorded and will be posted onto YouTube here within the next 5 to 10 minutes as well. So be on the lookout for that. And I will also start creating some trade reviews for you guys after every single trade. Quick little like 3 to 5 minute recording so you guys can get those reviews as far as that goes. I've been getting good feedback for the reviews, so we'll continue to get those going, man. But again, appreciate everybody that popped out today. Very, very good stream today, boys. Very, very beautiful management and good work. I will catch you guys on the next one, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out, everybody. I will see you guys. Beautifully.